Hello. Hi. My name is Mara. This is my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple albums that came out this year that I really want to recommend. I'm basically doing like some short blurb style reviews instead of long form ones. This is just kind of like to get into the thinking capacity to make longer form videos for when eventually I start getting this channel more out and rolling quicker. So let's start. Let's talk about some albums that came out this year that I'm really excited about. Excuse me, I ate a burrito for lunch from a local place called El Limon. It's really great. Shout out to El Limon. And what was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. A couple albums this year that really stuck with me. First that I want to talk about is Silicon Soul by producer Sophia HJKL, 8901. This album is great. It's a good combination of noise, electronica, and industrial as well too. I love the packaging for this album. I love the way that it looks. I love the insert as well. It definitely gives a vibe to the whole thing, especially the CD. It's gonna, oh god, that's gonna need an epilepsy warning probably or something. Just hell yeah, trans pride but skull. Sick as fuck. So let's talk about this record. I'm gonna give a pretty brief blurb about it. It was produced in a pretty tumultuous part of the producer's life. It combines some really heavy themes with some really heavy instrumentation, and I think that you know, comes through well, especially with the end process of the record. I want to say that I give it a strong recommendation. I absolutely think that you should pick this up and pick up a physical as well as pick up some merch too. I have all of Sophia's information. I'm going to be linking it in the bottom of the video, in the description, and I really think you should keep an eye out on this. It's a lot different than anything else that the producer has really worked on. While it may have some of its more finer studio quirks, I would say that, you know, it still is an interesting and intriguing piece of music, and I really think that if you really love electronic music and you really love noise and you love industrial music, this is something that you probably should pick up this year, or at least go listen to. I want to say that my favorite tracks on the record are Endless Green, love it. I also want to say Cotton Balls, Stuff Between the Folds. I think the instrumentation on it is really interesting. I love the use of the percussive, I want to call them like steel drums, but they're probably just bells on it. It kind of gives the whole feeling of the record like the Sound of Animals Fighting vibe a little bit. And the other one that I want to recommend too is Cardboard Clouds and Dripping, featuring the artist Suspicion. I'm unfamiliar with Suspicion, but I'm probably going to go check out their work after this record. Yeah, after this record. Okay. So let's move on to another one. The highly anticipated EP, I'm gonna be putting it here digitally, Movie Magic, Tooth Bones by producer Tyler Lee Jones. Great, this is a great first venture into, I guess, a larger, bigger project from this producer. I am friends with him. I'm going to be doing a show with him later this month, probably, or I think it's April, whenever I get this video out, probably soon. I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. What else can I say other than tappy math rock meets hyperpop? If you're somebody who's into both of those things, this is a record that you should definitely check out. Production credits from Galen Tipton, who's also known as Recovery Girl. What else can I say other than this is a great first step, and I think that another record I highly recommend. I love the cover of Fix You. I think that is probably one of the best covers where you deconstruct everything and then rebuild it. The Imogen Heap-esque like auto-tune used on it with the vocoder, incredible. What else more can I say about this EP other than it's just really interesting, and I think you should go listen to it. Moving on, the last album that I want to talk about is the new mathcore, grindcore, explosive album from three-piece UK metal math rock mathcore grindcore band Pupil Slicer. Oh god. Wow. the riffs on this thing, the riffs on Mirrors, they sting. They are intense. I've heard so many reviews where I can't believe that this band is a three-piece, and I certainly can, because I've seen bands like this do the same thing before. Not that they're doing the same thing, rather, but I've seen three pieces that are capable of this level of artistry, this level of intensity, do this before. Not sonically the same at all, but The Fall of Troy is a very good comparison to something like this. Something where you have technical players writing intensely gripping, ripping, insanely fast riffs. One thing that they do that I like more than I think I like earlier Fall of Troy records is that everything is very fast. You are so much so thrown into this record to the point where you're given a song and it shakes you with like, here is all the riffs, here's the riff, and then bam, you're right into the new track. And it's just the next track, and it's like, wow, this thing is whiplash. It's got re-listenability. You can go back and listen to it over and over and over again. I'm incredibly proud of everybody who worked on this record, including my friend Kate. The merch is drippy as hell too. Go out and check their web store. Honestly, like, 5 stars. If I had to give it a star rating, I don't do that. I just say, well, you know, I like it or I don't. And that's gonna be it. So I know that this was a rather short video, but this is my first video. I wanted to make sure that I'm doing every artist that I talk about with these records a good service. I want to make sure that I'm presenting the records to you in a way where you say, oh, hey, you know, I want to go listen to that. Now that she's said something, you know, I want to go hear it. Top singles, I think, that recently have come out that have piqued my interest. Gonna go into those. Sludge by Diana Gruber, also known as Diana Starshine. Go check that out. Some neat little textures, some great vocals, performances as always. Absolutely. Go listen to her music. Go listen to that record. I'll link it down in the description. But thank you for watching. Again, this is Clinically Bored. I should have said that in the beginning. This is Clinically Bored with Marble Girl. I'm Marble Girl. All of my socials are going to be linked in the bottom description as well. And I also have a Patreon link down there too, where for like $5, $7 a month, you can recommend me your album that you want me to listen to and then talk about it. So yeah, okay. Great first video. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. You're the best, you're the best. Bye.